It is almost September, so to alleviate your boredom, I have come up with the top 10 game releases of September that will tantalize your taste buds, wow your brain cells, and slay the sleepy mind. Anyway, we've got an absolute bucket load to get through, so I'm just going to dive straight on in there. This is the top 10 of September. Anyway, coming in at number 10 is for those David Attenborough fans. If you like nature and you want to take part as a sugar glider, then I've got the game for you. This game from Breaking Walls has you flying around as a cute fluffy little squirrel thing as you delve into nature, fighting off all sorts of whimsical beasties and animals. Built around an absolutely immersive nature engine supplemented by an amazing soundtrack, this game might be just for you. And for those wondering when it's going to be coming out, it's right on the end of September on the 28th and coming out for PC, PS4 and PS5. Next, we have a title for those who are thirsty for more anime-style games. That's right, it's another classic from Bandai Namco. It's been in development longer than most presidential administrations, but it's finally here for you to grab hold of. Built on the Unreal 4 engine, you can find yourself hacking and slashing through beautiful anime JRPG goodness. So if a good bout of amnesia, 300 years of tyranny and a mystery mask sounds right up your street, prepare to don the blazing sword and get slashing your enemies. All of this has been built on the Unreal Engine with beautiful rich gameplay details, more slashing action than a horror convention, and a world so rich and immersive you'll be struggling to put your controller down. All this comes out on the 10th of December and you can find it on PC, PS4, PS5 and Xbox One. Next we have the fantastical, highly anticipated Kenna Bridge of Spirits. A title that was originally pushed back for development delays and set to come out on the PlayStation is now being released on the PC as well. Bridge of Spirits will have you playing as Kenna and her charming spirit cohorts known as the Rot as you traverse a rich, story-driven action-adventure combining exploration with fast-paced combat. So if you love Pikmin with all the vibes of Zelda, this is definitely one you don't want to miss. Set to be released on the 21st of December, you can find it on PC, PS4 and PS5. Next up, we have a title for those suckling on the teat of Baldur's Gate, hungry for more original sins, or just wanting to dip dive into Pillars of Eternity again. Because that's right, Pathfinders is back again with Wrath of the Righteous. Take part in an incredibly rich story packed with action, isometric, top-down party, RPG action. This time you find yourself battling the forces of evil beyond your understanding, overrunning your once precious land. This highly anticipated sequel to The Kingsmaker, brought to you by Alcat Games, is set to be released on the 2nd of September, coming out for both PS4, Xbox One, PC and Mac. Next up we have Life is Strange True Colours, and don't worry, it's got nothing to do with Cyndi Lauper. This Square Enix title has been long awaited by story-rich enthusiasts who like to get into the story and feel like their choices matter. Life is Strange True Colours follows a brand new protagonist, Alex Chen, who has suppressed her curse, the psychic powers of empathy, for most of her life. This power allows Alex to experience, absorb and manipulate the strong emotions of others. And for all those worrying about 8 million different installments, fear not this time because you'll be able to do it in one sitting. As Square has promised this time, it won't be chopped up and sold into the episodic formula that we're used to. All this comes out on the 10th of September, coming out for PC, PS4, PS5 and Xbox One. September wouldn't be the same without some sort of roguelike to throw into the mix, and this one is certainly something special. The indie Rogue Lords, developed by Lekir and Cyanide Studios, is a dark fantasy roguelike where you play the devil. Find your fancy as you lead famous evil geniuses through events and turn-based fights to spread terror and corruption. Create unique synergies between your disciples and use your evil powers to take revenge on those miserable demon hunters. So if you salivate at the thought of Darkest Dungeon or you just like the fancy of FTL, this could be a big title for you. Set to come out on the 30th of September, out on PC, Switch, Xbox One and the PS4. As we get towards our number one title this month, we start to bring out some of our big heavy hitters. And weighing in at the meagre weight of one Jeff Bezos, we have New World. The highly anticipated, highly delayed MMO is finally set to come out at the end of the month. New World is an MMO that takes place in the mystical island of Aeternum. Surrounded by mystery and legends, you find yourself called to the island but shortly shipwrecked with no supplies or friends. Find yourself in an open world PvP rich environment where the fundamental laws of life and death simply don't apply anymore. With unique weapon and spell casting mechanics, raids and group content, this could be the game that scratched that missing WoW itch or even returning Guild War 2 fans. This title is coming out from Amazon Games and set to be released on the 28th of September for the PC. Next up we have Diablo 2 Rise of the Wallet Snatchers, Resurrected. It's back once again to drain our bank accounts with blissful glee. Polished, buffed and given more licks of paint, this wonderful title developed by Vicarious Visions under the great helm of Blizzard is back to enrich our lives and lead us down those wonderful paths of nostalgia. Diablo 2 is a game that has shaped the hack and slash genre and cemented Blizzard's position as one of the top studios back in the 2000s, alongside being one of the very few sequels ever to surpass the first part. This game has been the golden standard of action RPG hack and slash games, with other studios trying hard to recreate the success of this title over the last 21 years. And on the 23rd of September, we will get a chance to revisit the golden era of video games, or for younger players, experience the true German among games for the first time ever. With updated graphics and gaming experiences, this is a game you surely won't want to miss. Set to come out on the PC, Switch, PS4, PS5 and Xbox One. Coming in at a very tough number 2, it's like we've almost been here before, it's Deathloop. Deathloop is a next-gen action FPS from Arcane, the award-winning studio behind the Dishonored series. In Deathloop, 2 rival assassins are trapped in a mysterious time loop on the island of Black Reef, doomed to repeat the same day for eternity. The game offers both the single-player experience alongside PvP, taking a gaming concept that is old as time is itself and putting a brand new spin on it. Wrapped in an amazing story, whether you want to get into stealth, parkour or just be an absolute combat machine, you're going to love this game. So get brewing those fresh pots of deja vu, rev up those kill counters and prepare for something very special. Deathloop comes out on the 14th of September for both PC and PS5. And coming in at number 1, it was lost but it's now found, it's the beautiful, it's the magical Lost in Random. Set in a beautiful Tim Burton stylized world, tells the dystopian story of a universe where everything is decided by the roll of a dice. This is action-adventure mixed in a beautiful gothic fairy tale, tells the journey of 2 sisters after one of them gets taken away by the wicked evil queen. Helping you through the world will be your sidekick Dicey as you go up against a menagerie of horrific and both beautiful enemies. This game takes elements of action RPGs and combines them with a unique card system to provide a perspective that hasn't really been seen in the genre before. So if you're hungry for more Tim Burton, you're a massive fan of American McGee's twisted imagination, and you want to try something that just hasn't been done before, then this is a top pick for you. This game is set to come out on the 10th of September and is being released on PC, Switch, PS4 and Xbox One. And that concludes this month's top 10 games of September. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. What are some of your favourites? What are you going to be playing? Let us know in the comments below. But for now, have a great month gaming everyone. I'll be back with more news and reviews soon. Stay tuned, don't forget to sub, and I'll be back later soon.